The Zen Master and the Bell. On a high hill, nestled among a vast forest of pines, stood an ancient temple. In its courtyard hung a large bell, majestic and serene. Each day, at dawn and dusk, the bell rang out, its pure tones cascading like a cool stream into the hearts of all who heard it, monks and visitors alike, helping them find peace amid the chaos of daily life. Listen deeply. Listen deeply. The sound of mindfulness calls you back to your true self. To the disciples, the bell was more than just a sound. It was a gentle reminder to return to the present moment, to live each breath in mindfulness. Yet, not everyone understood how to ring the bell to produce the perfect resonance that embodied the serenity of the verse. One evening, as the sun descended and its golden rays bathed the mossy roofs of the temple, the Zen master slowly stepped into the courtyard. His disciples gathered around him, anticipating another profound lesson. Today, his gaze rested on the great bell, standing silent yet full of potential. The master's voice, calm and steady, broke the quiet. My dear students, I have a question for you. How can this bell produce the most beautiful, resonant sound? One that touches the soul of all who hear it. As soon as the question was posed, an eager young disciple stepped forward, brimming with enthusiasm. Master, you must strike it with all your strength. The greater the force, the louder the sound, and the more people will feel its presence. The Zen master smiled gently, his eyes filled with compassion. If you strike it too hard, the bell will indeed sound loudly, but the tone will be harsh, even unpleasant. Do you think that would be the sound of mindfulness? The young disciple, embarrassed, bowed his head and stepped back. Another, older and more measured, disciple offered his perspective. Master, I believe we should strike it very softly, so as not to disturb or discomfort anyone. The master shook his head again, his voice gentle yet firm. If you strike it too softly, the sound will be fleeting, weak, and unable to reach the hearts of those who need it. Would that be the most beautiful sound the bell could offer? The disciples began to murmur among themselves. Some suggested adjusting the strength of the strike, while others argued that the intention behind the act was most important. Yet none seemed confident in their answers. The Zen master raised his hand, and silence returned. He approached the great bell slowly, placing his hand on its surface as though feeling its essence. Under the soft glow of the setting sun, he lifted the striker with both hands, his entire being focused and present. With a single motion, neither too forceful nor too gentle, he struck the bell. The sound that emerged was deep and warm, clear and resonant. It seemed to flow through the air, touching every corner of the temple and beyond. The disciples felt their hearts align with the rhythm of the universe, their worries melting away in the harmony of the moment. Turning to face them, the master spoke, his voice as soothing as the bell's echo. You see, the most beautiful sound does not come from strength or softness alone. It comes from balance, from the mindfulness of the one who strikes it. A mindful bell resonates not only in the air but also in the hearts of those who hear it. He paused, his expression contemplative. Our lives are much the same. If we act with haste and aggression, we hurt ourselves and others. But if we act with laziness or indifference, Our lives pass unnoticed, leaving no mark. Balance is the key. Just as with the bell, we must strike each moment with neither too much force nor too little, but with a steady hand and a mindful heart. One of the younger disciples hesitated, then asked softly, "Master, how can we find this balance? How will we know what is just right?" The Zen master's smile was gentle, like the last rays of sunlight. Balance is not something you learn in a single lesson. It is a practice, cultivated every day. Start with the small things: how you speak, how you work. Pause and ask yourself, is this too much? Too little? Over time, your heart will learn the rhythm of harmony. The disciples were quiet, each lost in thought. They looked at the great bell with newfound respect, as if it now embodied the essence of life's lessons. From that day forward, the bell's teachings were applied not just in its daily ringing, but in every word and action of the disciples. Each morning and evening, as the bell rang out, it was not merely a sound, but a reminder to live with mindfulness and balance. Listen deeply. Listen deeply. The sound of mindfulness calls you back to your true self. The resonance of the bell washed over all who heard it, leaving them feeling cleansed of life's burdens and grounded in the present moment. The story of the Zen master and the bell has been passed down through generations. For those who have visited the temple, the sound of the bell lingers in their memory, a timeless reminder of the art of living a meaningful life, slowly, mindfully, and in balance.